Thank you for tuning in today for today's video. But one of the things that I see a lot of people doing is take your fire rod and they'll take whatever wet birch bark or whatever, and they'll scrape and scrape and scrape and scrape, and all they're doing is wearing out their ferrocerium rod or their fire rod, whatever you want to call it. I carry a little bit of charred punkwood. This is a big can in my fire bag. I have a small bag of it, but I carry this because now I kind of consider this cheating when you're lighting this, but if we're trying to save our rod, lighting charred punkwood and then transferring the coal over to another, like just plain, I'm gonna get a piece of raw punkwood and show you how easy it is to light a piece of this with the ferrocerium rod and then transfer the coal over to some raw punkwood, which then you can put into a grass bundle or you can put into a stick bundle very easily, and only strike your ferrocerium rod one time instead of 20 times or 5 times. So save your rod. Save your rod. Don't be wasting it. It's a resource that you can't replace out in the wild. Punkwood is everywhere. You can replace it as long as you have a little tin with you to turn it back into some charred punkwood. So I am going to step away for a second and I will be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. Now I've stepped away and I harvested this a couple of days ago. It is dry. It is very good punkwood. Now you can take this tin right here. I'm not going to do it today because then the whole thing will get on fire, and I'm trying to show a couple of things. But anyway, this is a piece of charred punkwood, and again, what we spoke on earlier. Save your rod. Don't use it all up in one sitting. So I'm going to try. Usually I'll fire it into there if I have to, but I'm going to try to light just one. I actually had it with the first strike. But see right there, one strike, ouch. One strike, you've saved your rod, you've got a coal. Now you can transfer this to a ball, to a grass nest or a stick nest, and you'll have your fire. So what I'm getting ready to do is I like to have some punkwood on hand. So what I'm going to do is make some punkwood up, and thought you might want to come along. I like my punkwood to be large. I don't like the small stuff. I do have some small stuff here in this tin. That's for if I'm going to take my flint and steel and just spark it into the tin. But I like to take a piece of charred punkwood and pinch it between my thumb and the stone. This is raw, so I definitely wouldn't do that. But that's why I like the big pieces, because I can catch a spark a lot easier on a big piece of punkwood. Punkwood is very easy to come by. It is my #1 tinder in the Maine forest. I cannot say enough good about charred punkwood. It is that good. It is that easy to come by. It's just, if you're not working with charred punkwood, or you don't have charred punkwood in your day bag, you are really missing out on one of the nature's wonders as far as something that is easy to do and easy to work with. So as you can see, I have filled up my tin with large pieces. I'm just going to put the lid on it. You've seen probably lots of videos online about this, but I just thought I'd bring you along for the ride today. So tin's ready. I will turn the camera around so you can see the fireplace that I have down here by the swamp, and we will get making some punkwood, some charred punkwood. All right, this is my campfire down by the swamp. I like a big tall flame like that. I used to put it onto just a bed of coals, and that will work, but I found that I think I end up with a charred punkwood that takes a spark a lot easier if I have a nice tall flame like that. So that's why I'm showing this video today. This tin or another tin I'll get where you can see it. This tin is something that is in my pack when I am out scouting, hiking, or hunting or whatever. I can stop at a tree, pick up my punk wood, build me a small campfire, and I can add on to the charred punk wood that is in my pack. I have a smaller tin. Sometimes I don't carry this one. Sometimes I carry a smaller one. But if I'm just out hiking or just out for the day, I like to carry the big one so I can do some charred punk wood while I'm out there having lunch. I build a lunch fire. I take care of my camp chores right there in the woods, get me some more charred punk wood, and this is how I do it in the North Maine Woods. That can has a hole in it, and in a few minutes you will see some smoke coming out of it. When the smoke stops, most of the time the charred wood is done. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a few minutes. That will probably take, I don't know, give or take 10 minutes, maybe more. But I will come back when, as you can see right now, see the smoke starting to come out? Hope you can see that. Let's see if I can draw you in. The top of that can, there's a little bit of a smoke coming out already. So when that smoke stops, charred punk wood, usually done. A woodsman would not be caught dead in the woods with char cloth. Char cloth was for rich people and people. Woodsmen, they knew punk wood was in the woods. No way, in H-E-double-L, would they have charred cloth in their pack unless it was given to them or unless someone from the city was following them. That's why I push a natural fiber. It's in the woods. You can pick it up absolutely everywhere. What are you going to do? Cut up your t-shirt when you run out of char cloth? I kind of like having my t-shirt on. Get away from your char cloth. Let's get into the natural fibers. There's a ton of them out here. Enough of that. I will come back in a few moments and we will open up the tin. That thing is smoking all the way around the lid, and a lot of smoke is coming out through that hole. So the charred punk wood in there is doing fine. I just wanted to bring you back so that you could see just what was going on in this little campfire here. Welcome back. I've got the tin out of the fire that we watched here earlier. You see the smoke coming out the little hole. And that is my charred punk wood. It's in the nice big chunks that I like. It's directly from the fire. I will spark a spark to that and show you how easily doing your punk wood that way, how easily it will take a spark. Alrighty, I've got my flint, I got my steel, and I got my piece of punk wood that we just took off the fire. It hasn't been made, but just a few minutes. I don't know if you can see in that can, but a couple sparks got down in that can. Suck and strike. Suck and strike. I got the new punk wood to light. A couple sparks fell in my can. And now you can see that whole can is a burning ember. So that's the difference between good quality punk wood and the crap. Don't get sucked in by the people on YouTube that want to tell you that rotten wood is good quality punk wood. It's not. Good quality punk wood, I have a video up on good quality punk wood. I would urge each and every one of you that are interested in this kind of fire to watch it. Too many videos out there about nothing more than rotten wood off an old stump. So I'm going to close that up, let that cool down, then I'm going to empty it out and I'm going to do another batch. This is going to wrap up my video today on how I make punk wood on the campfire here in at base camp. I'm down on the swamp. I spend a lot of time down here. I have a picnic table and a coffee and campfire here. It's just an awesome place to hang out. instead of in the house. I can't get enough of the outdoors. So I hope you liked the video. Subscribe, and I will see you on the next video, and I will bring you more stuff like this from the North Maine Woods.